Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing and have a first look at the Samsung Galaxy S10e. And a few weeks ago I had covered the Galaxy S10 Plus, which is the Samsung's flagship, but many of you have asked me to cover this one, so let's do that. And guys, this is the retail unit, as you can see, and the price quoted here is 59,000, but that's not correct. The pricing is actually 55,900, almost 56,000 you could say. That's the pricing, and this actually is supposed to come in two variants. If you look at the back, this is the base variant. It says 6 gigabytes of RAM, and it comes with 128 gigabytes of storage. There is also another variant with actually 256 gigabytes of storage, and that actually comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM. But strangely, as of now, that variant was not available anywhere. I even checked Amazon and Flipkart. They're only listing this model, but I guess in future they will bring even that other model that bumps the RAM to 8 gigabytes and 256 GB of storage. So let's quickly open this up. And many of you keep still asking me about, it says Indian SIM only on Samsung phones in India. It's not like it won't work with international SIMs, but the thing is that first, to activate this phone, you actually have to use it with Indian SIM for about 5 minutes and makes 1 or 2 calls, and then you can use any other international SIM or whatever. So anyways, let's open this up. And I feel this is a phone that many of you are liking, because this is not huge like the S10 Plus. As you can see side by side, the S10 Plus looks huge. This has a 5.8-inch screen, and it still has the powerful new processor that is used on the S10 and the S10 Plus. So again, this is in white color, and from the back, if you notice, this has the dual camera setup, not the triple camera like the S10 or the S10 Plus. But anyways, I like the implementation. One is a regular camera with variable aperture, actually that's important, and second is a wide angle lens. So let's just take this out. So let me actually keep this handset to the side, and let's see what else do we get. We get this fast charger. This is standard fast charger that we are seeing on Samsung devices for quite some time, so that hasn't changed. It's a 15-watt charger. We also get this USB Type-C to USB-A for data transfer and stuff. So that's actually nice. They're bundling this, and this will be your USB cable. It's a USB Type-C. Samsung is just bundling it in this fancy box now instead of giving it regular, but this is USB cable, and this is the AKG headsets that you are getting. So this is the same accessories that you are getting even in the S10 Plus. I like the wire quality of this one. This actually has a braided cable. So let me keep these things to the side for now. And there's also one more thing I almost forgot. Here, as you can see, this was stuck here, and if we take this out, we have the SIM ejector tool here, and we also have a case. So as you can see, as this is a white colored one, they gave this case. So this actually looks interesting, and again some paperwork and stuff. But again, this case looks pretty interesting. So let's just apply this case and have a look. As you can see, this is a slightly rubberish plastic case that it's giving, but looks actually might look pretty cool with this one. As you can see, it gives a very different pattern to the with the regular S10 Plus. I just got this transparent plastic case, but this definitely looks a lot more funkier, I would say. So that's what we get in the box. So guys, this is the handset itself, and let me give you a physical overview first. On the top we have the SIM tray, secondary noise cancellation microphone. Again, it's a dual SIM hybrid, guys, that we are getting. Let me actually show you. So let's open this up, and again, as you can see, it's a dual SIM hybrid, and this is actually made up of plastic. This is not metallic, but this border is actually metallic, guys. And we have the power on off button over here, and this will also act as a fingerprint, so that's a big difference. Again, a lot of plastic is there on this phone, so you can actually, as you can see, got to remove that, but the power button and the fingerprint scanner is embedded into this one. We'll have a look at that and see. And on the bottom we have the vent for the speaker. main microphone, USB Type-C port, 3.5mm headphone jack, and I'll have to check if this one also has stereo speakers, because the S10 and the S10 Plus has that. And we still have that Bixby button over here, and even the volume rocker is over here. Back, as I've told you, that dual camera setup, and back is glass, obviously, and it's protected by Gorilla Glass 5, it seems. So let's try to power this on, and it just says S10e, and by the time it actually boots up and I set it up, let me give you a configuration overview. This S10e is having a 5.8-inch dynamic AMOLED screen in the 19:9 aspect ratio. It's a full HD plus screen protected by Gorilla Glass 5. It's powered by the new Exynos 9820 octa-core processor that's based on 8nm process. It comes in 6GB of RAM that has 128GB of storage. It's a dual SIM hybrid. It also has wireless charging and reverse wireless charging. Moving to the camera, it has dual rear-facing camera. Primary camera is a 12MP with variable aperture, that is f1.5 to f2.4, and the secondary camera is a 16MP wide-angle lens with aperture of f2.2. Moving to the front-facing camera, it's a 10MP camera with the f1.9 aperture, and it has a 3100mAh battery. So guys, I've just finished setting up this device, and definitely coming from this S10 Plus, this feels a lot more compact. As you can see, it fits easily in your hand, and the power button also easily reaches your thumb. Let's check the fingerprint scanner. It's over here. And yes, it unlocks, but it does, if I just keep my finger, yeah, it unlocks, but as you can see, it takes about half a second. It's not instant. Yeah, so the fingerprint scanner is over here, and I was worried that will I be able to reach it easily, but if you just hold the hand, it reaches this position. And it's downloading some stuff, guys, and also some update is there. It says I'll do all that later. And if we go to about the phone, this runs on the new Samsung UI, and software information, if we go, as you can see, One UI version 1.1, and Android version is 9 out of the box, that is Android Pie. So that's actually a nice thing. And this comes with 128GB of storage. So let's see how much do we get out of that. Let's go to the storage tab. And if you look at it, we get about 107.9GB of space free, almost 108GB that will be available, and I feel that it's actually good enough for most users. So that's what we have, and looks like out of that 6GB, almost just about 3.2GB is sort of free as of now. But I feel this should handle everything fine with that 6GB of RAM. And the thing that I am like little bit worried, I don't know, I'll have to really test, is how will be the battery life on this one, because it has that 3100mAh battery, but we'll have to check. And it also has that single punch hole notch, which is actually pretty decent, unlike I'm not a big fan of this double pill. This is the S10 Plus. As you can see, this double pill notch. This is a lot more subtle in my frank opinion. So that's what it is. And you have a bunch of apps that are sort of pre-installed. And I would suggest you disable this My Galaxy app. I'm just going to disable it, because what I had noticed on this S10 Plus, I had it enabled, and after some times I was seeing some unnecessarily notifications in this area because of that app. So you should actually just disable it like I did just now. And again, the camera is main camera is similar to the S10 or the S10 Plus. We just don't have the 2x camera. But let's see. Yes, now the fingerprint scanner, as you can see, is fast. Yeah, it will take you some time to get used to it, but it is actually now a lot faster. So if you just tap it and leave it, it takes about half a second, as you can see. If you just hold your finger, no, it takes that half a second delay is there. Anyways, so there was an update. I'll apply that anyways later on. Let's look at the camera on this. This is the rear facing camera, and as you can see, this is the regular camera, but we also have that wide angle lens, which is a 16MP. So we have all these nodes, and even we have the live focus mode, so we can bring an object and stuff. I think so it will work a lot better with the human side, but it applied, as you can see. So even with this camera setup, you can get that this, as you can see, you got that background blur and stuff. So even with this setup, you get that. So that's actually nice. So the camera interface is actually very similar to the elder S10 and S10 Plus. Let's look at the front facing camera, and some effect it says applied, find a face, skin tones and all this. I'm going to disable it. So, oh, this is the live focus mode, and this is the regular photo mode. As you can see, this is the slightly wider, and this is again, I think so it does apply filters. So again, make sure you disable that, otherwise you'll have that smoothing skin effect. Anyways, let me do one thing, guys. Let me actually take some sample shots with this one so that you get a better idea regarding the camera. So these were some of the sample shots with the rear facing camera of this Galaxy S10e, and as you can see, in outdoor conditions, it's doing a great job. Even these close-up macro shots that I tried came out actually really good. So the camera performance is actually really good. Now moving to some semi-indoor conditions, here also I feel the camera did a pretty good job. These were in artificial lighting conditions, and as you can see, it still did a good job. I really like the fact that it has that wide angle lens, and these are some of the sample shots with the front facing camera of this Galaxy S10e. So guys, that's it for now for the unboxing and first look at the Samsung Galaxy S10e. What do you guys think about this device? Do let me know in the comment section below, and I'll definitely try to do a full review of this one. If you have any specific questions, do let me know. I'll try to include them in my review. And guys, if you're still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.